Hello, my most amazing artist. Today we're going to make recycled masks. And the best place to find materials for a recycled mask, where do you think? Can you guess it? You gotta go look in the recycling bin. So before I even do anything about what to make or how to make it, I want you guys to take a little walk and see what materials you guys have. I am working in the studio, but I brought a bunch of trash or recyclable materials to my studio, and I'm going to kind of talk you guys through how to play with different materials in order to make your mask.
So, when I went through my recycling bin, I found a lot of paper bags, grocery bags. This was like from a gift store. I have an egg carton. It could be interesting, maybe for like eyes or something if I cut this shape out. I'm guilty of ordering some Amazon purchases, so I have some bubble wrap, very sturdy bag paper that if you cleaned it off should be safe to use if you wanted for a mask. Lots of snacks. We got lots of snacks. We got Cheez-Its, guilty. We ate a bunch of Cheez-Its over this quarantine. These protein chocolate chip muffins. We have Wheat Thins. And the good thing about these lightweight boxes is that they're easy to cut, and they also have two sides. So you could technically not use the glossy side and use the side that is on the inside. And that way, if you wanted to color it or paint it, you still could. So these are actually super great for like a ton of different art projects. I have chocolate bar wrapper. Let's see. I got toilet paper little cardboard holder and paper towel holder. This could be good for either additional decoration or to like use to trace circles or to maybe cut into smaller pieces and have like a 3D element onto your mask. I have these rolled oats. So I brought this with maybe not because I don't think I'm going to be able to use the actual cylinder, but this is a great tool in order to trace things with. So because it's pretty sturdy, it's plastic, this would be a good way to either trace for circles, for like where you want the eye holes to be or a mouth hole to be, or even just to decorate with. I have styrofoam. I have top to a Froyo container. I have different soda tap caps that could be used for like decorations for maybe eyes or like teeth. That'd be cool. Bottle cap. And I did bring a bunch of magazines too. So the magazines would be good for color. So I'm not sure what everyone has at home, so I'm not going to use paint in my mask just because I'm not sure if people have paint at home. I'm going to use magazines and glue in order to add color onto my mask. You can use marker, you could use colored pencil, you can use crayon, really like any 2D material you could use in order if you wanted to add color. You don't have to add color. So material-wise, I need you to get materials from a recycling bin that you're allowed to use. I need you to get glue and scissors. And I want you to look at the brainstorming reference worksheet. So I went onto Pinterest and Google and found a bunch of easy masks, like DIY masks, that you can use as inspiration. You don't need to copy them. You can feel free to just use the materials that you have and see where it takes you, which is kind of what I'm going to do with you in the video.
Don't get sucked into making the whole mask, parents. Okay, I think if you start them off and just discuss maybe like some limitations that you're going to give them and have the material set up, that they should be good to go on their own. The one thing that they probably will need help with though is if they want their eyes cut out. That's kind of like a two-person job. So for instance, I cut up the Cheez-It box, and I'm going to do, a lot of the kids are probably going to want their eyes cut out, so I'm going to do that step in mine. So you would cut out the outside shape, whether you want it to be a square or an oval or a circle or an organic shape, it really doesn't matter. And then you would have to hold it up to their face and try to guesstimate where the eyes would be for them. So I'm going to just put an X here and an X here. And you can draw the shape, but it also doesn't really need to be that perfect. So I'm just going to fold it a little bit, and I'm just going to go for it. Like, it will be some sort of oval shape that allows me to see people when I'm wearing the mask. So here's one eye. Okay, and then I'm gonna fold it again, and I'm gonna add my second eye in. That part is probably the hardest step for them as far as cutting goes, and you might need to help them if they do want their the eyes cut out, like this one. And then they can even cut the outside if they want. So if they want it to be more like a face shape, I would just trim the corner off here. I'm gonna discuss a color option for people who might not have paint but want color. Again, this is totally optional. One of my favorite cardboard masks that I put in the reference thing is just, it's plain cardboard like this brown color. It doesn't have any color on it at all. So don't feel like you have to do this step, but I just wanted to give people a creative solution to color if they want to do it. And for that, you would just need magazines and glue, and you can add just a little bit of water and a cup with some glue. That way, it kind of makes the glue go a little bit further so you're not so wasteful with it. And then you just mix it together. The kids use this in school, so they should know how to use this. Okay? And then you can use magazine paper. So I just ripped out some colors. There's blue, yellow, red. I like this one. So I'm probably going to use this one first. I'm going to use this wiggly thing that I found in here. And again, you don't even need to do the whole face if you don't want to. So you would put the glue mixture down first. So let's just say I'll do half of it. I'll just do like the forehead part. And if it doesn't feel like it's gluey enough, you can always like dump a little bit of the water out and maybe just add some more glue. I'm gonna add some more glue to this. Okay, this is the paintbrush I was using? Yeah, okay, cool. So you put some down first, and then you just rip the magazine paper and use the colors that you want. And then you can add it in on top. And then you brush the glue mixture back on top in order to keep it flat. Create interest to the mask just because it's all these like crazy colorful lines going everywhere. Okay, put some more glue on here. Okay, so just so you guys can see. So it lays flat as long as you put the glue on the bottom and underneath. Alright, so from here, I'm just going to see what other cool things I found in my trash and just add it on. And I might switch to using just normal glue for part of it. So I really like these egg carton shapes. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to put these in here. And I do like the bottle cap thing. It could be cool or funny to have it be like teeth. And I like the toilet paper idea. And those I might want to add maybe around for like hair or something. Or, let's see. Alright, so, I'm gonna cut this smaller. Maybe have that be the nose. Maybe put these for the cheeks. So the one thing about Elmer's glue is that it's really strong, but it has it takes a really long time for it to dry. So just be patient with it. You might have to give it a couple hours to dry, but it is very strong. So if you don't like fool around with it, it will stay in the end. And you could use tape too if you want It's really whatever works for you, like whatever you have at home. All right, so I might take this Froyo container and maybe add some like crazy fringe to the, so I'm just snipping. I'm not snipping all the way though, because I need a place for it to be able to glue. Right. The first graders did this for their African mask, so they should remember how to do this. So this also has Color Ori built into it. All right, so let's put and then you can put glue like on the bottom of here in order to add like the fringe. And in class I have them normally, we count to at least 10 in order before we like let go of something, just so that the glue has some time to stick.
Alright, so this is still super wet, but just to get an idea, I mean, there's a million other things that I could do to this in order to, if I wanted to keep working, I could add more fringe around here, I could use a different material and add it around here, I could wait for the glue to dry and I could color around the brown space. The part that you also might want to do if you have a material to do it, you could use like a skewer as if you were like grilling vegetables or meat and glue that onto the side so the kids could hold it. Or you can also use like ribbon or even just cut like the top part of these bags off and use that as a way of attaching it onto the sides in order to put around their ears. But this is a super fun way to use some of the recyclables that you have in your trash, and it's pretty, again, open-ended. Whatever you guys want to make for your recycled mask, go for it. And then I'm hoping that we can have a mask party on either Zoom or Google Meet where as many people that want to join in order to show off their cool masks. Okay? All right. So happy making, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.